Hi, I'm Herb, and welcome to Pulse Television. Each week we'll be sharing the people, places and culture of the Geelong region. Join us as we uncover the hidden gems in your backyard. On tonight's show, we look at Pako Festa, the pilot boats, and Motor City Music Festival. Sally checks out the textile exhibition in Apollo Bay. Bethany goes to the beach with the Disabled Surfers Association, and Josh Dance takes us out with some music. First up, here is Lisa at Pako Festa, Australia's largest multicultural festival run by Diversitat.
Today is my favourite day. Yes, it's Pako Festa time. We're down here in Packington Street, Geelong West for Australia's largest multicultural festival, and we're having a fantastic time. There's great food, great dancing, great music, great everything. If you've missed it, we have a little bit of what's coming up. Pako Festa wouldn't be Pako Festa without Carmen, otherwise known as Jess. Welcome, Carmen.
Thank you.
Are you having a great day?
Fabulous day, I can't tell you. The people and the colours are so amazing today. Weaving of cultures, that's exactly what today's all about. And having a look at all of the fabulous groups on the stage, which is just amazing. So yeah, I've had a great day.
Have you tried any of the food yet?
Oh, you know the Dutch pancakes? My favourite. Definitely going to have to go get me some of them. Come have a dance, have a boogie, shake and maracas.
Thank you for joining us here on Pulse Television.
Thank you.
And happy Pako Festa! What would Pako Festa be without the Mayor Darren Lyons here? Are you having a great day?
Oh, it's been a fantastic day, not only having Channel 7 here, organised by City of Greater Geelong. Myself as Mayor and the councillors, they're all through the crowd. This is a world record crowd for Geelong. Perfect weather, perfect people, wonderful city, so much colour, multiculturalism at its absolute best. And people are just so happy. It's great to see. We've had a tough week in Geelong, and guess what's capped it off? We saved Shell Refinery yesterday, and we're having a party today. It's giddy up. This is Geelong. We are Geelong.
Happy Pako Festa!
Happy Pako Festa!
Pako Festa attracts so many people to the Festivus. Firstly, we've got the king of Pako Festa, Michael Martinez. Are you having a great day?
We're very excited because it's the biggest and best ever.
Bringing big ships into the Geelong Harbour is not an easy feat. But here's Bethany to show us how the pilot boats do their job.
Captain Robert Buck, you're the Managing Director of the Port Phillip Sea Pilots. What is a sea pilot?
Sea pilot is an ex-ship's captain who has specialist local knowledge and undertakes risk management to bring the ships into and out of the ports of Melbourne and Geelong and Port of Hastings. The Port Phillip Heads is recognised as one of the more dangerous waterways in the world. Very strong currents there, and the ships that we bring in, they can come in at drafts where the depth of the water underneath the ship is down to 1.5 metres. If the ship strays from the channel, then it will run aground, and there's a high risk of environmental damage, of course economic loss, both for the ship owner and the state of Victoria, because the Port of Melbourne is the largest container port in Australia and handles about 36% of all container traffic in and out of the country.
Who pays for this service? Is it a government service?
No, we're a private organisation, and the ship owner or the ship charterer pays for the service that the pilot provides. We are, of course, here to protect the environment of the state and the people here, so although the ship owner actually pays for the service, we're really here to service the state of Victoria and the people in it. Port Phillip Sea Pilots have been in operation since 1839. We actually predate the state of Victoria by some 13 years, and we've operated from the area that we operate now ever since that date. So we have a very long history with the state of Victoria.
So how does it work? If a cargo ship's coming in, what happens?
We go out on a small pilot boat, relative to the size of the ship, of course, and the pilot climbs up the side of the ship on a rope and timber ladder and then goes up to the bridge of the ship, and there's a discussion that takes place between the captain and the pilot, passing on information about the conditions, the operation of the ship, and what the plan is to bring the ship into the port. And then once that's all agreed to, the ship is under the conduct of the pilot to bring it in through the heads, follow down the channel, across the bay, and up into the ports of Melbourne or Geelong in the case of Port Phillip Bay, and that's all done under the control of the pilot.
Is it a dangerous job?
It can be dangerous at times. The transfer between the pilot boat and the ship is always the most hazardous moment. I can speak from personal experience, having fallen off a pilot ladder in the middle of winter, early hours of the morning. Fortunately, our crew are well trained in personnel recovery, and I was only in the water for 5 minutes, but had they not been so well trained, I could have been in a situation where I wasn't talking to you today.
For you, what's the best part about the job?
I think everything. It's a job that has the best parts of the time that I was a ship's captain. It's the nature of the work, being able to walk on board a ship and have the opportunity to take over the conduct of the ship and be able to bring the ship in and out of port, and knowing at the end of the day that you've enjoyed being on the bay for the day.
And I must ask, are you sick of jokes about pirates of Penzance?
No, we don't get too many of those these days, but there's plenty of other jokes about pilots.
Got any?
Not that I can discuss at the moment.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.